Bro, OBS is kind of cooking me, bro. But yeah, we should be live now. Not sure what happened here. Alright, now we're actually getting somewhere, which is good. Yo, hello there, Connor. Pedro Lanio. And there, hello there, Bum Stoop. Thank you, man. Alright, hello there, computer Jim. Send you. Alright. I'm actually gonna not have the face cam because I think it's more interesting for you guys to actually see what I'm animating. Let's see if I can get the camera on the right angle. It's not gonna be a longest live stream. I'm just gonna make one scene, and that's gonna be it. Let's see, maybe like 2 hours probably, something like that. Is my mic okay? Apparently I did not I don't have music on, it was just some rain effects. Okay, trying to find some good music as well for the background. Alright, found something. We cannot be having stream snipes here. Anyway. Let's actually start doing this. You guys want to see some of the progress I've made? I do actually have quite a bit, actually. I mean, you did see the teaser I made a couple of weeks ago, but I have animated. I think I've shot like maybe in total 2,000 frames, but technically it counts as just half of that because it's kind of 2 scenes in one. But yeah. Hello there, Brick Film Studio. Yeah, you want to see? Okay. Let's see. I mean, this is just one of the many projects, so I guess I can show you the rest in the end of the stream. Like, this is not the craziest scene, just some dialogue scene, some the aftermath of the battle. I did post some of these screenshots here, some of these frames on the community posts. So yeah, I took all these frames in like 3 days. So that's like an average of like 300 plus frames every day, which I think is pretty wild.
Do you have any information about where they could have escaped?
We were unable to track them.
See, I just
asking the remaining rebels.
got my own voice lines here.
They're dead.
I see. Good thing I was able to.
See, I'm basically gonna have the hologram here as well, so I basically shot like 800 frames worth of like hologram shots just for this scene right here.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm using Dragon Frame. So yeah, that's this scene right now. Let's see. I can actually go ahead and just before I start, you can actually see what else I got. So yeah, this is basically all the hologram scenes that I got.
Hello there, Fordo.
Yo,
How is
Jim
your
Jam.
vacation going, Captain Archer? My forces have just kept
So yeah, this is like the exact same from the one you just saw, but the hologram. It's gonna be fun editing this. I've been working on the episode since like late November. That's when I started like actually planning. With like, I bought a couple of. I think I ordered like a lot of bricks, like $300 worth of bricks for my set, and yeah, and then I basically just started animating in early December. By the way, Jim, guys, I saw your video the other day. It's pretty good, very good animation. So yeah, that's that. What else do I got? Oh yeah, then of course this one right here. Yeah, $300 is a lot, especially if you order it from Lego. I was thinking about using like Bricklink or whatever, but like what I realized is that almost every seller in my country literally sells the pieces for like the exact same price as Lego, if not even more. So it was not really ideal anyway. Hello there, hairy fish. But anyway, yeah, you've seen most of this, or not the entire thing actually. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Jim Jam. Nobody sells pieces in your country, bro. Wait, where do you live, bro? Sounds like you live in a, I don't know, isolated country or something.
We need to get out of here, now.
push forward.
Kind of messed up some of these scenes. Kind of shaky sometimes, but I just had like a massive flashlight in the background here, as you can see. Yeah, and this is the part that was not in the teaser that I animated like the day after I uploaded the teaser. Kind of just escaping.
Don't worry.
A lot of influencers. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually do this random scene. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a good angle. I kind of like changed the entire layout of my room, so it's a bit different with streaming and all that stuff. Trying to find the best angles, but I think we should be good. So yeah, we got the spray ball as usual. So Fordo is basically walking outside and he's walking towards his Imperial shuttle that I did animate that, like I think I animated that scene like 4 months ago, and now I'm making the scene that's like connected to it. So when I was making the original Captain Fordo teaser, and I needed some footage. Alright, there should be enough water, so yeah, Lego, like if you actually order from Lego, it's like you gotta you gotta expect that a lot of money is gonna disappear from your wallet. That's just a fact, but hey, at least you know what you're getting. Like I've never had any issues. Like I mean, every now and then, you know, maybe, you know, you'll not get the right amount of pieces, but it's like if I order like 50 pieces, I order like 50 like one by ones. Sometimes I get like 51 or 49, which is not a big deal, but that happens sometimes. I don't really dry this set. I mean, I just make sure to not overuse the water. But then what I do is, I mean, it depends on like what's happening in the scene. Like if there's a lot of walking, like in this scene right here, then yeah, I'll just try and dry the water like away from the place he's actually gonna walk, because you know the blue tack or a sticky tack, it's not very ideal when it's in contact with the water. So yeah. Anyway, there's actually supposed to be a door here. Let's see. What should I use as the door? Fordo's gotta be one step behind. Let's see. Let's see how I want to make this animation. I didn't even finish this old set, bro. Then I just decided to go live before I could finish it. Cause like that's the problem a lot of times, where like I'm gonna stream, but then I kind of realize that the scene is not ready, and by the time I'm actually ready to shoot the scene, it's like it's kind of too late to live stream. It's like, cause I gotta go to bed in like 2 hours. And it's like, bro. Yeah, man, it's a lot of rain. Alright, Brick Films. I'll see you, man. Damn, I actually got it messed up. Damn, bro. Anyway, let's see what can work here. Scroll all the way down. I kind of want it to go like upwards. But then again, it's not long enough here. Let's see, what is the solution here? I'm just coming here like unprepared, like, bro. Just gotta try and see whatever works here. I'm just making a whole door, like just on the spot. A beautiful door. Oh my days. Okay, let's see. Alright, I think that should be good enough. It's nice to have some variation with the doors. Let's see, it's in the middle. So I'm gonna use a very, not the best technique, I'm just gonna use my hand if kinda stuck between here. Alright, we should be good. Shoot the scene. Well, the rain is very simple. You just find like a spray bottle of any sort. You can find it like anywhere, like Walmart or whatever store you have in your country. And just put some water in there, and then you just spray. Yeah, man, just water. Pretty easy to find, in my opinion, at least. So yeah, let's shoot the scene. Okay, first I want to make sure that Fordo is in focus. He cannot be standing like that. That's okay, computer. I think a lot of people don't have English as their first language. Yeah, this should be good enough, right? Like, surely. It's like something's get stuck here, bro. I don't. Can I just slightly push it forward? Yo, Swedish gamer kid. Alright, we need some more stick attack. It is peak indeed. That is one thing you gotta remember. Always use stick attack to make sure that the set can actually, so that it doesn't move, you know. Because that happens to me so many times. I forget to put some stick attack under the set, and then I accidentally move one of the figures like way too hard, and the scene is ruined. So I want to try not to do that, but yeah, now we should actually be good here. So there we go. Okay, let's actually shoot this scene. I swear, like every other live stream, it takes me like ages to start like actually shooting the scene, bro. But at least it's some sort of realism, I guess. Because I mean, that's how it is. Like, you're not always prepared, and that's just how it is when you make stop motions. Right, let's start. Just gotta do some spam. Wait, why am I spamming? I gotta actually. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like every frame, you have to like spray some water on the set, which is the only thing I don't really. I mean, it's one of two things I don't like with having, you know, the water, all the rain effects. One thing is that I have to spray it on every single frame, so I can't really copy and paste a lot of frames. And of course the fact that blue tack is horrendous on water, so.
Hello there, Fordo.
So yeah, it is harder to animate when it's what it actually is. Okay, let's actually get this all the way over here. Actually, I think it should be actually way darker on the outside. Let me just. It's way too bright on the outside. Let's see. There we go. I think that's way better. I've actually gone up to 16 FPS. I no longer use 15 like I've done it for like 5 years straight, and this is just simply because of DaVinci Resolve, you know, the editing software. Because a lot of times, like, for some reason they won't allow any FPS lower than 16. So in a lot of cases, I don't know how you can avoid it. It's like sometimes I could avoid it, but other times I couldn't. But basically, like, you always ended up like the program would like copy the frames. So like if I put it on like 30 frames, you know, all the frames will like double. So I had to like basically do like the lightsaber animation twice for every frame. So now I've just gone up 16 because, you know, 15, 16 is really not that big of a deal. Pretty much the same. So yeah, if you want to use DaVinci, just know that it can be a bit messed up with the frames. Anyway, let's see. Don't need more frames here, I think. 16. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot 16 frames or 1 second here, and that should probably be enough. I really hope I'll be able to finish this scene today. I mean, sometimes when I stream, there's this curse that, like, certain scenes I just can't finish for some reason. Like, there's been some cases where I just had to, I just had to redo the entire scene that I was making during a live stream. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal. By the way, how is the music in the background? Is it too loud or is it okay? Sometimes it can get a bit loud, but hopefully it's not. Hey yo, Toon Bros. How you doing, man? We out here animating. Yeah, like these rain scenes, they are slow. They look very fast in motion, but the process is horrible. Let's see. So in some of the scenes, like here, I barely have any like rain effect because I'm just not gonna have it rain as much here because I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. And it would make more sense because why would this handsome clone take off his helmet if it's pouring down? It's nice to, you know, not constantly have like rain pouring down. But luckily the rain, I won't have to deal with the rain after this scene. Yeah, actually this is going to be actually the very last scene for a while where I need to think about the rain, so that's good for me at least. But rain effect, it's always worth it in the end. Shot how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 frames. So 5 more frames. It's so annoying that you really got to make sure that your scenes are, you know, the right duration when you got like rain effects like this. Because if you try to like copy and paste, like I always do, like copy like a couple of frames, you know. Just so that I don't have to like wear down my camera that much. But I can't really do that here because, you know, the rain is just gonna look unnatural. I just got some Old Republic. It's called Republic Fleet Ambience, Star Wars: The Old Republic soundtrack, extended version. Pretty short actually. I actually gotta find a new one actually. Okay, I found another one, so I gotta make sure that it's not like what's it called? Copyrighted. Yeah, I really do love all the Old Republic soundtracks ambience because almost none of it is copyrighted, so you can just use it in your own videos and nothing is gonna happen. Hello there, Brickcraft. How long does it take to animate? 2 minutes? With the raining, gotta think. Like in terms of hours, I would say maybe I've never really tracked the amount of hours, but considering I used, hang on, it's definitely quite a lot. I would say it's like in the 50-hour range, maybe less, more. Like if you're like really good and effective, then you could probably do it in like less than 30 hours. But it really depends on your scene. But in my case, like I think in total it took like maybe 1 month. I think. I mean, I started the first scenes in May, but then I didn't finish them until like September. But that was because I had work and all that stuff. I wasn't home and all that, so yeah, definitely takes a lot of time. But if you're really locked in, then you can for sure do a 2 minutes animation with rain and a lot of action with 15-16 FPS within the month. Like you can do that for sure. Just make sure you actually like animate all the time, because I've really noticed, like, even though I kind of feel like I don't take that many breaks, it's like taking just a couple breaks, it just like it forced me to like delay the videos by so much. It's like unless I animate like almost every single day for like 3-4 hours, it's like I'm not gonna get it done, but like I'm not gonna get it done when I want to. Let's see how many frames I have shot exactly. 16 frames. Let's just do one more. Why not? It's a bit more difficult to like track how many seconds you've actually animated when it's 16 FPS. It's way easier with 15. I'm not really good with numbers, so. Yeah, what do you guys think about the Darth Maul trailer or teaser or whatever? Hang on, so I think it's pretty good. Let me actually make my first poll. See what you guys think. Hey, hello there, Mango Bricks. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I might have to make some, maybe some short animations. If there's like some, oh shit, some really good moments in the Maul series. Ruthless Plan Lego series. Oh, wait, I don't think I've seen that actually, or maybe I have. But like the animation, oh, it was good. I really like the animation. Bro, I keep. Hang on. Battle of Utapau, yeah, maybe. I mean, that would be cool. For sure. I do have 2 like ATTs, and I probably need way more like two 12 troopers. I only got like 6. I got like 2 of Commander Cody. Yeah, I guess Republic Custom, they do got a loss well. I'll see what happens. I mean, there's just so many like stop motions that I could make. Just so many, but I just don't have the time. Like that's the curse with like stop motion. It just takes so long, and it's like I kind of have other things to worry about in life as well. So it's like I can't be sat in my room every single day animating 24/7. It's not that good for me. But I mean, I could probably upload way more often if I maybe simplified my videos, but I don't want to do that. So I don't want to make the quality of my videos lower just so I could upload more. I mean, I could probably earn more money, like if I would get like maybe 50k views for like an 8-10 minute video, but like, eh. Yeah, Clone Armor Customs, they're still around. I did order a couple of blasters a little while back. That's where I got all my Stormtrooper blasters and clone blasters. All the clone blasters, like they're sold out half the time, which is kind of annoying. Wait, am I gonna? Oh, it's gonna be like an unnecessary shadow here. Yeah, bro, like the editing, that's what it is. Like, if I had the money, I would probably just hire someone to do the editing for me. That would just be way more fun. It would save me so much time, like so much. Like, it's not even funny, like how much time I would save. This right here, like the strategy that I'm using now, like animated like the door, it's not very professional, and there's a lot of scenes that I could do in a way more professional manner, but I'm actually just kind of lazy. Like, even though I'm kind of making it harder for myself to like make this animation good with this door right here, because now I gotta hold it with my hand. But I mean, it works. 2 hours, bro, that's crazy. And I mean, it depends on what scene you got. Like, I think in the Fordo episode, some of the scenes took very long. I don't even know how many hours. I should probably like track it. I should probably like write down like every day where I edit my videos and just see like how long I actually spent animating or like editing. It would probably be quite a few hours. It must have took me like 50 hours to edit, maybe more, like 10 minutes. Bro, this is so unprofessional of me, bro. Doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. always go back and redo the scene, of course. That's the beauty of stop motion. You can spend hours and hours, and then you realize, oh, this scene is not that good. But then you can always take another day off and just do the same scene. Anyway, hopefully it doesn't look too bad right here. Probably does, but you know what? My excuse is going to be that this is a rebel, or this is an Imperial base that's been run by the rebels. It looks alright. It doesn't look too bad, actually. It actually doesn't. And it's so quick anyway that it's like, whatever. I should have probably had some more stuff in the background behind Fordo, but whatever. But one thing I feel like I actually do very well, like, not to brag, but I feel like I do a little bit better than a lot of people, is like actually like animating background characters and like multiple characters at the same time. Because I see some stop motions and there would be like 10 characters and it's like only 2 of them are moving. It's like, bro. Yeah, I guess Stick Attack could use, but then again, like my whole set here is not really that like sturdy. So it really depends on, you know, the scene you got. I mean, it would have been way easier if I made like the door go like side on one of the sides, but then I would have to like place some kind of like flat, like long, like 1x8, 1x12 plate below here. And that would just make it more difficult for Fordo to like walk forward, so. Anyway, if anyone like in the comments like is gonna be like, hey, why is that door so like weird? Then I'm just gonna say that the rebels were controlling the space. But then again, like there are some scenes that I really just want to get done, and it's like, even if they look maybe not super good, I'll still just end up doing them anyway, like just going with it, because a lot of times like I'm good enough with editing to, you know, make it less visible, you know. If there's a little bit of like camera movement, I'll just, you know, add some extra camera movements that makes it look like more natural. So there are always some sort of solutions. Anyway, now I can finally make Fordo do some walking here. Oh, the music is not there anymore. Let's see. Corey Band, Dark Planet Meditation soundtrack. Sounds good. Ambient studying. Should be good. Now I gotta make sure to get rid of some of this water that's on there. Fordo just immediately getting water on his helmet. It's not ideal. Really not ideal. Just gotta. Sometimes you gotta know where you aim. I can't exactly be shooting straight in his face, because that's not how rain works. Yeah, it's definitely not that good for like stickers and that stuff. So I kind of wanna. I always avoid using it on sticker, of course. Luckily, I don't have any sticker here, so. See. A lot of times when I make like walking animation, it's like it kind of looks like they're like jiggling from like side to side, bro. But I think this looks good. Great. Now, there we go. And that's one thing that's really annoying. Is if you're like moving a character like in the rain, and then you have to like touch them to actually move them, but then all the water just gets absorbed by your fingers. You have to like make sure not to. You gotta make sure to spray the water again. Let's see. You should. Yeah, you can just take 1 foot out already. I haven't really animated like properly in like 2 weeks. Like the scenes that I made like the other day is like it's not that hard. It's really not that difficult to make a scene where they're basically just standing still, moving their arms. But yeah, let's see it. Oh, we're looking kind of rough here. Looking kind of rough. Let's see if I can get it properly. Oh, now his helmet is like. This is what I have to deal with every day. Every time I animate. There's all those like small details about your animations, you know. Everything from like the helmets like moving unnecessarily to like, you know, whether or not they walk like naturally or, you know. But there are just so many like small details you gotta think about. But I think it's good. It should be good. But then again, what I always say is, don't judge a scene by its first frames. That is my wisdom that I'm sharing with you guys. His helmet is like not really helmeting here. He's kind of looking to the side all of a sudden. Which is not what I want. Let's see. Again, like every time, like the first few frames kind of look like not that good. Like our hair doesn't look that good. It doesn't look smooth at all, but it's all the other frames that comes after that kind of matters. I really do hope I'll be able to finish the scene. You never know. It's kind of, you see how he's like walking to the side like that? Like I don't, like, what are you doing, Fordo? That's not how you're supposed to walk. Or that's not how I'm supposed to animate, I guess. That's why I don't really like making walking animation like from this angle. 'Cause I gotta think about that. I think it's good now. And then sometimes my camera will just randomly start moving to one side. And I don't know why. Anyway, not looking too bad. See, there we go. Oh, and now he's kind of. It's not that simple. Oh my days. I gotta remember to like move it properly, and then also I gotta remember to add the rain effects. We got 12 people watching. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, actually, it's pretty good. It's pretty good now. I just gotta do this like 7 more times. If I can be bothered, of course. Right, and now make sure to move his arms to the side and then like this. Nice and easy. that much on the other side, bro. Like, come on, Fordo. You know better, man. Okay. I really wish this helmet wouldn't move all the time. Because that's just another thing I gotta think about. His helmet just randomly moving. So yeah, one great tip with animating rain and stuff is to just not like show like their feet, because you know when you got all the rain, you want to make sure to get rid of the water so that they can actually move properly, so they can actually walk between all the studs with the blue tank. So just be aware of that, because you know it's not really gonna look like natural if you know, if all the water suddenly disappears as they're like walking towards it. Let's see here. Good thing my set here is somewhat sturdy. Should be good here. Alright, that's pretty good, I must say. Not looking too bad. What do you guys think about the first step? I think it turned out pretty well. Oh, of course. His helmet is... Wait, did I thought I moved the camera. He's got actually get a bit more downwards, like that. Yo, hello there, Maverick Briggs. How are you doing? We're just out here animating as usual. I was going to do like a live stream when I was editing the Fordo episode 1, but I was like, it was just so delayed. I just didn't have the time to like edit slowly. Yes, due back. It is kind of complicated. There's a lot of things to think about here, but I think it's looking good so far. It's not as simple as using, what's it called, stop motion studio. he's kind of got this. He's like leaning to the right here, which, to be honest, doesn't look too bad. Like sometimes you can like mess up with like the animation, but it still looks good because the animation is still kind of smooth, you know. But again, this is Fordo. He walks like a stud. He walks like the stud he is. Of course, you gotta remember the rain. Yeah, no, like initially I thought I would be able to maybe animate 2 scenes today, but that's not happening. Oh, I gotta redo this because Fordo doesn't have enough rain on his helmets. There's just so much you gotta think about. You know, it's crazy out here. It is crazy. But anyway, I think it's looking pretty good so far. So this will be connected to another scene that I've already made many months ago. Okay, now I actually gotta remove some of the water. That's as you can see, there's some water. I don't know if you can see with the webcam. It's kind of, webcam doesn't really have that good quality, honestly. Kind of mid, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm just gonna use my fingers for now. I don't really have anything to dry it with. I mean, I do got my hoodie. If there's just like a little bit of water, it doesn't matter that much, but if it's like a whole like pond of water, like then you're kind of struggling. Well, let's just go. Where's this blue tag? Stick attack, whatever. W indeed. Let's see. Am I on the right stud? Sometimes I won't even remember what like stud I placed them on. Okay. He should be one in front. And then the stick attack is just stuck on the ground. Okay, but now it should be good. I hope. Yeah, man, like the mult trailer, like, whoa. I really like the animation. It's enhanced, to say the least. Thank you, Splinter Love. See, not too bad, a little bit quick maybe, but maybe that's just me. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good enough. I can't wait till the day I'm finished with this episode. I think the next episode, or like later part of this episode, is definitely going to be way more enjoyable for me to animate. because I won't have to deal with like all the rain. Thank you, Maverick. Because as you know, I don't really like this rain anymore. But it looks good at least. Like the good thing is that like I don't really have to think about, you know, drying it and all that, because like it just automatically like dries up by itself when I'm not like animating. So okay, he's kind of walking to the side. I don't know why he's doing that. By the way, I was thinking about making like a sound effect tutorial, because apparently some people are wondering why I get all my sound effects, but in reality I just get all of them from like YouTube, like almost all of them. But I could definitely make a tutorial on like you know, on sounds. I mean, I do have a Discord, so I mean, if anyone needs some certain effects, I could probably just give it to you. So let's see. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to have some more live streams in the future. I definitely will have some more. Maybe not like that many right now, because I'm basically gonna get my driving license very soon, so I gotta be prepared for that. Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna make a quick tutorial on that. The sounds. Because there's a lot of people I see making stop motion that just don't have like the right sound effects, you know. Like I remember back in the day when I used like I used the Mandalorian blaster sound effects for my clone troopers, and then I didn't realize it until somebody like commented. I was, yeah, this is the wrong blaster sounds. It's kind of off here. I don't know. Sometimes he just does. So. Yeah, it looks alright actually. I've been animating for like a whole hour now, and I've shot like 30 something frames, which isn't too bad considering the scene. I always animate it a little bit faster when I'm not streaming, but then again I do enjoy streaming, you know, when I can just chat with you guys. Let's see here. Oh, and also thank you guys for 12,000 subscribers. That is very lovely. I was thinking about like maybe uploading more like reels on the channel, not like a whole lot. I don't wanna end up like the real YouTubers. I don't wanna have like 100k subs and then I get like 1,000 views on my normal videos. But just a couple like the ones I've done so far, just just to get a couple of people more people interested, you know. Man, my nose is completely blocked. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's winter time and the nose does not like winter time. Yeah, like I automatically got like double the views, like average views, like this week because I uploaded 2 shorts videos, which is very nice. And I earned like 30 extra bucks for doing that. I think I earned like $1 on one of the shorts, which isn't really that much, but I mean it's something. But it's kind of crazy. Like if you can actually make like viral shorts, you can make so much money, bro. Like if you can make like 1 short every day and they get like an average of like 1 million views, that's like $100 like every day, just passively, which is absolutely nuts. Let's see here. But obviously with the Lego Star Wars, you don't really get you don't get 1 million views. That would be a miracle that I doubt will ever happen. I mean, it could. Maybe if I make a stop motion so fundamentally, just so insane, like we're talking like Lucasfilm level animation, then maybe I'll get 1 million views. Let's move his arms. Thank you, man. I mean, I really wish I could like actually do this as like my job. Like, even though it's kind of it's not always fun to animate, I'm gonna be honest, and I think we can all agree on that. But as a whole, like the process, you know, seeing what I can make, like looking back at all my stop motion, it's like I don't regret anything. It's like it's so amazing, but it just takes so long, and unless you get like millions of views, like you can't really do it for a living. Like I'm not JD Briggs who gets like millions of views on every video. You know what I'm saying? But maybe I should do like a history-based stop motion instead of only Star Wars. Because I love Star Wars, but like I don't know, I feel like Lego Star Wars is a little bit cooked right now, like, you know, with the smart thingy, you know, the weird sound thing they added with Lego Star Wars, making all the sets look like shit. It's just not that good. So maybe I should do something, another theme or something. I feel like Star Wars, I mean, it's a good thing that Kathleen Kennedy's gone, so Star Wars is definitely gonna get better, but I don't know if it's like saved or anything. But either way, I'm not giving up on this. Then again, I see a lot of people making like AI slop. Like, some guy actually made, okay, some random guy on YouTube copied my story for Fordo episode 1 and made it into AI slop. Like, it was terrible. Like, he literally just stole my story and made it into like some horrible AI, bro. Yeah, I have considered like doing my own sort of theme, because I do have a lot of ideas. Like, it could be non-Star Wars, of course. Maybe I should try and make something unique. Hello there, Robs. How we doing? Anyway, let's continue here with my lovely scene. I'm actually having a hard time breathing. Like, talking 24/7 with a blocked nose is like, it's not ideal. Actually not ideal at all. Let's see here. I am using Dragon Frame. And then for the editing, I use Dragon Frame. I would definitely recommend Dragon Frame if you have if you have money. Hello there, Starbreak. How we doing? General Kenobi. Let's see. Alright, step number 3. Let's go. Hopefully I will be able to do 3 more steps. Oh yeah, I watched like Twisted Bricks. Like he actually made some like genuine like good stuff. Just very original as well. Like the story and everything. That truly is like one of a kind. Yeah, there's a lot of illegal works, of course. Make a movie that scale. Right, Maverick, let's see you, man. Have a good one. I am using 16 FPS right now. Just trying that out for the first time. So this will be my first stop motion with 16 frames per second. Right, animation looking good so far. Wait, I gotta make sure that the oh yeah, it's not focused at all on him. Oh my days. Oh, don't want to move the camera. What the? Let's see. Okay, I gotta do one more of those, like, there we go, fix the focusing a bit. Alright, so out of 30 people, a total of 90% like the mall trailer, which is nice to see. I really hope it's not gonna flop. I don't think it will, but you never know. You never know. biggest fear this stream is to bump into the camera like really hard. That is always my biggest fear when animating. It's kind of scary. You're almost done with your scene, and then it happens. Your camera is all of a sudden standing on a different angle, and you're like, why did this happen? And it's just tragedy. Then you have to decide, do you want to just live with the fact that your scene is a little bit shorter than you wanted to, or do you want to just redo the entire scene and spend another three hours animating it again? Sometimes it do be like that. And unfortunately, it happens every day. To someone, not me of course, but it doesn't really happen to me. Mostly. Oh yeah, sometimes you don't even notice it. It's like, wow, wait, when did that happen, you know? And it's like, just in the middle of the scene. And I mean, it really depends on the scene. If it's like a fighting scene and you know there's already some natural camera movements that you've done on purpose, then in that case it's fine. That happens to me a lot of times because, you know, I have a lot of action scenes. But like if it were to happen like here, for example, or you know, any of these other scenes like here, like it would be so annoying. It did actually happen once in one of these scenes. I don't know which one, but it's like a tiny bit on one of them. But yeah, it's not fun. Genuinely not fun. Just grueling. Anyway, so I think yeah, I'm probably gonna be able to animate quite a lot this coming week. I think I might actually be able to like finish like 1/3 or even maybe half of the entire episode within next week. Because it kind of sounds a bit boring, but a lot of the scenes that takes place, at least in like this timeline, it's mostly just dialogue in this part here. But then like the other half of the episode will be some more action. And then I wasn't sure if I want to make this episode the Order 66 episode or if that should be the next one. It kind of fits more to have it like episode 3, you know? It's the same number as Revenge of the Sith, but then again, I kind of want to animate it right away. Because I'll already come up with a really good story with the help of some people. Good here. See, I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit of camera movement here, like when I'm editing post animation. Right, let's see. You're looking a bit too much upward there. Yeah, I mean, with the dialogue scenes, you know, of course, you gotta make like, I do a lot of copy and pasting, you know, but then again, I also do a lot of like, you know, just regular movements. I always like make the fake like character just like bend forward a little bit and put out like his arms, as you can see here,
He'll take it from there.
Alright, sounds good.
like just very simple. And then I, between all these, I just copy and paste until I feel like it's been enough frames.
Because, well,
It really depends. Like for example here it's like raining, so I have to manually shoot every frame in anyway.
Lost rebel holdouts, and the town is now under full Imperial control. However, the rebels seem to have 2 Jedi with them.
And of course it kind of depends on like the camera quality. If you have like kind of like a grainy look to your camera, it's very obvious when you're like freezing the frame.
Completely wiped out.
So luckily in my case I have a $1,000 Canon camera, so
Entire platoon.
the quality is so good that you don't really notice it. But what you can do, if you do have this graininess to it, it's like you want to copy like maybe like 5-6 frames, so that it kind of looks natural. So you have like a little animation, so it doesn't look like the graining kind of like stops and like freezes. So you could do that, so it looks way more natural. That's what I did when I had the horrible iPhone 14 camera. So yeah, hopefully that somewhat answers your question. Hey yo, SD Studios. How we doing, man? How are we doing? I am just, you know the usual, doing some animation. I was gonna have live stream like last week, but I was at work. Yeah, it's like if there is like a really long scene and I see like the water drops like just freezing, and it's like, okay, whatever, I get it. But then again, it's not that big of a deal. Like in that case, you really just gotta be patient. Like that's it. It's not really difficult. It's just boring. It just shows like your attention span, basically, like your how long you can focus. Anyway, the 3rd step is complete. Have I only done 3 steps? Like, bro. Like that's the thing. Like this is a slow hobby, but a fun one, of course. Let's see. What am I witnessing here? You cannot be doing that, Fordo. Come on, Captain. You can't be doing that. Or Commander, as he is here. Fordo did get promoted to Commander. And yeah, Palpatine might be in this episode as well as Tarkin. I'm not sure if I should have Vader. I mean, not in this episode, but like later on. I definitely could have him. Maybe Fordo is like on a mission, you know, to help Vader with something. I don't know. I think that would be very cool. Like eventually, I'm gonna probably have some like Thrawn stuff, some like ancient Sith lore tied into this story. want to make Fordo a very interesting character. It depends on how long I keep the series for, you know. I don't know if it's just going to be like 3 episodes or if it's going to be like 10 episodes, you know. Depends on my life, really. Like, if I'm able to, like, make an income with this and, you know, maybe have a part-time job on the side like I do now, then I could probably do this for quite a long time. I'm so glad I don't have to work full-time. Like, my pay is low, but it is whatever. No way I went from 15 views to 1. That is insane. What? That is crazy. Right, we should be good. So yeah, once I get my driving license next week, then I will definitely have some more time to do some live streams and just actually get some animations done. Alright, it is looking very good. Thanks, man. Hopefully I pass because my work is like, it takes like an hour to get to my job with bus, and if I can drive it takes like 40 minutes. And basically I have like a monthly ticket for the bus, and it literally goes out like 2 days after I'm supposed to get my license. So it would be really annoying if I failed. Because then I'll have to take the bus. I save so much time because then because sometimes I work late, like I start at like 12, and if I do that and I can drive, then I don't have to get to work till like 11. So I can like animate in the morning. Yeah, I'm trying not to like overthink about it, but like I'm not really nervous. It's like I'm just gonna get a bit pissed, you know, if I don't pass. But I'm pretty locked in. I've been driving every single day with my dad, so I should be good. Oh, he's too far back. Wait, hang on. Which way? Alright, let's see. Yeah, how far did I place him, bro? Why is his cape moving like that? You know, you gotta love it when you got rain effects, and then you're also like, you got like capes as well. Truly, it's an experience to say the least. you did a second time now. Yeah, like, because like you don't really know what to expect really. And I guess when you do take it again, it's like you know what's gonna happen. I mean, you don't know where you drive exactly, but you know what's gonna happen somewhat. And yeah, just like stressing is just like it is not ideal. Just take some deep breaths and just don't worry. Just lock in. Like in the beginning, like I was nervous just to have a driving lesson, you know, for the first time. But then when I actually came there, I wasn't nervous at all. But like before I came there, I was. But it's like I was like, wait, why am I worrying? Like, if I fail, I fail, you know. It's like it's not that deep. Like it's not like a life or death situation, you know. Like the only downside is I have to wait, and my dad has to pay more for the test. I'm so glad I don't have to pay for it because in Norway it's so expensive. Like an average like driving lesson for like 45 minutes is like $90, like 90 USD, which is a lot more compared to other countries apparently. Because like I have a friend from the UK and he only pays like 30 pounds, which is like 1/3 of the price I have to pay, which is wild. Anyway, okay, now I can add some rain on Fordo. $23, bro. How do you even get them that cheap, bro? Like what? I mean, in Norway, it's like it's a completely different like system for everything. It's like it takes longer as well because you know we have like one of the like driving lessons like it takes like I think 2 weeks ago I was on like a 5-hour driving lesson because we had to drive like way outside of the city on this massive like field where it was like super slippery, like literally ice on the road, because in Norway you need to know how to drive on really icy roads, and it costs a lot to have that lesson. I think my dad paid like a couple hundred to say the least for that day, like 600 pounds, dollars, whatever, for one day, which is no wait, actually it was like 1,000. It was literally like $1,000. Like it was mental, man. Like so yeah, my country is expensive. Our wages are not going up, but everything, yeah, but the prices of everything we buy is. People say Norway is rich. No, we're not rich, bro. I am poor. I'm actually poor. Like no matter what kind of job I get, I will never be able to afford a house. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm barely able to afford like groceries. You know what I'm saying? Like you just eating healthy is expensive. Yeah, it's a very lovely country, but the prices, man, the economy, bro. And it's like, I mean, the government doesn't really care anymore about the people. It's like people say, oh well, Norway is the most democratic country in the world. Oh, you know, it's like it's so not corrupt, but in reality, it is kind of corrupt. As someone who actually lives there and can actually see like what the politicians are actually doing, it's not great, bro. Like our living standards have actually got way worse in the past 20 years. Even though it doesn't look like that for a tourist. Like our taxes are insane. Like apparently, if I earn like, let's say, 25,000 a year, I'll have to pay 36% tax. And I don't really like that. You know? It really is depressing knowing that like such a big chunk of my pay is just gone. Because the government needs it. Even though we have the biggest like oil fund or whatever in the world, we have so much money, yet the government like wants to have so high taxes. You know? But it is what it is. Just gonna make the best out of it. All the rich people in Norway, they just moved to Switzerland and Dubai anyway, so. And my plan is literally like get a good job in Switzerland and then save up and then buy a house in Norway to avoid the tax. Anyway, scene is looking good so far, I must say. See how many more steps I can do here. Maybe like, you know, maybe 2 more. And then I'm gonna have to end the stream. Getting kind of late. Is my mic still loud enough, or it's not too loud, right? I think it should be good. Hey man, I'm glad you enjoyed episode 1. Episode 2 is gonna be different for sure. It's not gonna be that much action with like, you know, Imperial Fordo, but there's gonna be some Clone Wars stuff here. Like episode 2 is basically it's kind of more focused to like polish the story, you know, actually get the viewer know like, okay, what's the plot here, you know. This episode is like more for the people, or at least like the first half is like more for people who are interested in the story. Depending on how long the episode will be, I might have like a scene with like Palpatine, Tarkin talking about, you know, clone troopers and all that stuff. Might have a lot of action. Still, there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening in this episode. It really is. is awesome indeed. I was thinking like maybe if I get really ahead on the schedule with the animation, then I was thinking maybe I should do like something else, like mini project on the side, kind of like I did with the Star Killer versus Vader stop motion, or just spend like 2-3 weeks just doing something a bit different. Maybe like a Lord Star Killer versus like I don't know, Darth Revan, something. Something like that. I mean, I'm open for any ideas for like, you know, just like a 1 or 2 minute like action filled stop motion. Yeah, Starkiller versus Mole, and actually a good Mole, not like the Mole he fought like in the game, which was, you know, the fake Mole, but because that would actually be very cool now that, you know, the Darth Maul series is coming, and, you know, Darth Maul, that character, he's gonna be, you know, way more hyped up, way more popular in the coming months, so that would actually be perfect. I was thinking like once the series like finishes, then I'm gonna see if I can maybe add Mole like in the Fordo series, like somewhere within the story with Fordo. Maybe they just randomly meet once, maybe they don't. Maybe he's one of the people who's like hunting Mole, like together with like the Inquisitors. Yeah, Whitwer versus Whitwer. Yeah, literally the same guy. Oh my days. Yeah, I love that guy. Like Sam, like oof. Such a good voice actor, bro. I wish I had his skills, bro. Like my voice is just not that good. Like for those type of lines, like I cannot get on his level. I have improved with my voice acting though, with my Clone Trooper. I do actually enjoy voicing Clone Troopers. And if any of you guys need some clone voices, I'll do it for free. And I'm not one of those people who takes like weeks to send like 3 lines. So if anyone needs it, just let me know. Right, let's see how this scene is going. Oh, okay, he's kind of. There we go. Let's see. So yeah, if I get way ahead schedule, or I think actually the better idea would probably just, you know, maybe, you know, just finish the photo episode like ahead of schedule, and then, you know, use that time I have, you know, between like before I actually upload the episode, and you know, I just spend that time, you know, doing some other projects. If I'm not lazy, of course, maybe I'll just end up playing like video games instead. Like, I have to admit, sometimes I do end up not animating and just playing video games. did that quite a lot this summer actually. Let's see. Which is I actually I could have easily avoided the delay with Fordo. Like it was supposed to come out in like September, but I was just so lazy during the summer that I ended up not finishing it until like November, bro. But so yeah, that's my fault. Because I didn't even work like half of like July. But it's kind of hard sometimes, you know, to get out of this like procrastinating like rut that we tend to end up in sometimes. But luckily right now I'm kind of locked in. I kind of have to be, you know. Gotta stay locked in. Because like in August I will go back to school, so there won't be that much time to animate. I'm basically switching profession. The current profession is kind of cooked, like economically. Let's see here. Scene is looking good. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm using Dragon Frame. I think Stop Motion Studio has that too. But in Dragon Frame, I can like choose how many frames I want to have. I think I forgot how to do it, but I could choose to like if I want to, I could make it show like the last 5 frames. Yeah, frame echo basically. I think. Yeah, so now I can see like the past 6 frames. So yeah, if that's what you meant, of course. Oh, you recently got it. That's nice, bro. Nice, nice. Yeah, sometimes there's a lot to learn, but you'll get good with it eventually. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't know about Dragon Frame, so. Because there are definitely some features that I could be using that I just don't know about. What's going on here? Cause sometimes they just get kind of shaky. Okay, that should be. There we go. Yeah, like, I'm kind of wondering like how what's gonna happen with like stop motion, you know, with like all the AI that's coming out. It's not looking too good for stop motions right now. It really isn't. What's going on here? He's moving way too much here. You know, this is just one of those frames, bro. Where you just can't get it right. Like, come on, bro. Let's see. I mean, there's always going to be some frames that look a bit off, but it's not going to ruin the whole animation. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see here. It's like, whatever. Well, I kind of just thought it would look extra cool with the rain. It was kind of my idea all the time. I was kind of gonna have this like kind of World War One type vibe with like. I was considering having like some kind of trench warfare, but I kind of just didn't do that because I just needed so many more pieces to do that. It's, you know, it would just be easier the way that I did. So it was originally gonna be like Mimban, but then I realized I didn't really have any Mimbanese figs, so I was like, whatever. So I just made my own custom planet. And, Yeah, I just thought it would be cool with rain. I have done rain before, so it's not like anything new. Hey yo, hello there, Lord of the Lego lightsabers. Let's see. Man, Fordo's helmet is really like going back to each side, bro, side to side. Let me try again here. Oh, and I'm gonna have to. So many frames I have to delete, bro. All the time. I need to remove some water down here. I just use my fingers. It's usually enough. I love it when I'm able to make the fakes like just stand up without using any sticky tack, but kind of hard sometimes. But I do actually have one scene where you see like the legs and the floor, and it's wet, and there's Fordo is walking, and I'm actually gonna show you guys once I do this last step, because he's gonna do this one last step, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream, or I'm gonna show you guys what else I've made so far. Yeah, man, part 2 is gonna be great. It's gonna be a very interesting part, or episode. Part or episode, I don't know. I'm just saying episode. Anyway, there we go. I think he's on the right spot. He's not on the right spot. Now he is, for sure. Looks a bit rough here. Bro, his cape is he's wilding, bro. Wait, what? There we go. Bro, why is he going so much? Wait, hang on. It's kind of moving a lot side to side. Wait, why does like one of the steps look like he's like drunk? Whatever. It's like sometimes you get those scenes where it's like, what are you supposed to do? Come on. I think it should be good now. Yeah, that looks way better. Yeah, like sometimes it looks pretty natural, you know. Like even though it's kind of shaky, it looks like it's part of the movement, you know. Let's see here. Yeah, even though it's not perfect, this scene, like some like, or I don't even know. Sometimes it looks worse, like while you're like actually making the scene, but then when you look at the same scene like the day later, it's like, oh, it wasn't too bad after all, you know. And a lot of times, like scenes tend to feel like when you're making a scene, the scene feels like can feel very slow. But then when you watch it later, it's like this scene is very quick, you know. It's a very fast-paced scene. Like this right here, it's only like 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't know like what's like why it is like the animator himself always find that, you know, his animation is worse than it actually is. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good anyway. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I do tend to overreact or over criticize my own videos a lot of times. But it should be good. Tiny dust, bro. Oh my days, yeah, bro. And that's like so annoying, but yeah, a lot of times people don't really notice those like small details, you know. You know, there's a lot of times, you know, I might have a little bit of like flicker, some unnecessary camera movements, but like nobody will say anything. So, you know, I mean, maybe somebody will, but like they won't really be bothered by it. So like, oh well, it's what it is. So yeah, it's not that. Wait, why is there some flicker here? Actually, what's going on? Why is it much brighter? I don't get it. Yeah, because like you like when you're the one making the scene, of course, you're gonna notice all the small things. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a relief when you realize that nobody has made a comment about it. So I think back in the day when I was making some videos, I had some dust on my set, and it was like one guy who like made a comment, and I've only ever gotten one comment in my entire career that said, "Oh well, oh there's too much dust here." You know what I'm saying? So it's no big deal. And now he's looking to the side. I don't know why he does that. Yeah, probably gonna be that guy. Nah, in a way. No, but like there's always gonna be that one guy who just randomly notices like something. Usually, but you know, if it's only that one guy, you know, he's just, maybe they're just kind of special. Sometimes they are. No offense to the people who do notice, but like, come on, bro. I mean, at least you know they're like watching your video properly, so. Because you know, a lot of people really kind of just skim through videos and be like, oh, like they don't really care that much about, you know, the story, or they're just there to watch the action, you know. And that's one thing I've realized is that people don't really care that much about like story, like at least with like stop motion, because a lot of stop motions, especially like Clone Wars, is always like the same story anyway. It's like, oh well, a group of clones, so they have to rescue a Jedi and some other clones, or you know, captured by the Separatists, and they have to, you know, break into the Separatist base, and basically they capture or kill the Separatist leader, and they save the Jedi and clone, and the end, you know. So I feel like a lot of people just watch videos for the action. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Because I see a lot of like the same stories kind of being repeated. Okay, let's see. Okay. Starfoot. This is going to be his last step before I end the stream. So it better be good. Yeah, I guess if you are one who makes stop motions yourself, then you actually kind of have to you know, pay attention to all the details, because I do that a lot. I'm like, how do they do that? Like just like you do. So it's like it's a good thing though. It's like it actually does help you. You know, sometimes I'll watch like a video in like half the speed, so I can like actually see like what technique was used here. And you know, it genuinely is a good strat. So like if I'm gonna give one tip to everyone, it's just like analyze people's stop motions, you know. Which is why I was thinking about maybe uploading some like frame by frame videos, where I basically just take like a random scene and just make it into like 1 FPS, so that people can like clearly see how I do certain movements. So I think that would be awesome actually. It would really help people. I did that with like one video actually on this other channel that I'm in called Global Bricks. I did upload some walking cycle videos there. Let's see here. That sounds like an interesting idea to make Anakin and Padme on all of them appear. Maybe not this episode, because this is like 15 BBY, so it's a bit early. But yeah, maybe later on I could totally do that. I think it could depend on like the timeline of you know, the episode I'll be making. Because you know, I gotta think about like what should the context be, you know, like when what is like Luke Skywalker's role, or like Leia's role in this animation, like, because like in this, during this timeline, like this time period, they're still like toddlers, you know. Luke and Leia, they're like 4 years old. So, but yeah, maybe in the later episodes, definitely. Because I'm gonna have like, eventually I'm gonna have like Thrawn and all that. Like Fordo and Thrawn, they're gonna do some stuff. So it's gonna be a lot of like legend stuff. Okay, let's do this last step here. Yeah, like there's a lot of things I could do. There's a lot of things I can do with the Fordo series. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have Luke and Leia at some point in the story. So that is a good idea. So maybe I'll do that. If I'm still making this series, like I don't know how long I'm gonna do this. Oh shit! Oh damn. Okay, how did the camera node move there? I accidentally bumped like my knee into the entire table, but nothing happened. Still good. I was lucky there. I mean, it wouldn't matter that much. Like, I'm almost done with the scene anyway, so. Still struggling to breathe, like my nose is still completely blocked. It's not that fun. Just kind of walking to kind of to the side. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, like I mean, I'm down to any suggestions that you know, with stuff I could add in the Fordo series. Because there's a lot. Like in the next episode, it's gonna be the Order 66 scene, and we got a lot of options there as well. Because you know, with Fordo, he doesn't have an official lore, so I can do whatever I want with it. Really, I got some people kind of, I don't know, I guess, complaining or kind of being critical about the idea of Fordo joining the Empire. But it's like I kind of just want it to be different. Fordo versus Fordo. Yeah, maybe Palpatine ends up like cloning him, just in case. Or Frodo. Oh, Fordo versus Frodo. Yeah, that would be interesting. Nah, Fordo would just one tap his ass, bro. Get his guns out, and then he just win. I swear, every time I use my phone and I write like Fordo something, the autocorrect always goes to like Frodo. Like, bro, I'm not talking about a Frodo, bro. I'm talking about Fordo. But my phone was like, oh, did you mean Frodo? And I was like, no, I didn't. My phone still don't get it. That there's a fictional character called Fordo. So that's kind of annoying. last step here is actually looking very good. I like how like the last step he takes is like the best one. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good, of course. Oh, bro, this episode is gonna be a real pain to edit for sure. Or maybe not. I mean, it's always a pain to edit, but. I have kind of considered using like AI to make like backgrounds and stuff. Like if I'm making like a space scene, just generate like a planet that's just space, you know, to make things a little bit quicker. But I don't know. I don't really want to make my videos. I don't want to turn it into AI slop either. So. But I think that's what's gonna happen to stop motion is that people are still gonna make stop motions, but you know, there's gonna be some AI elements to it, definitely. Let's see. I'm actually very happy with this last stuff. Yeah, I like using it to cut corners. You know, just do those small details that you know the AI can do like very like easily without making it look like unnatural. Like maybe eventually I can make even explosions. You know, if I can make it like properly do certain effects, like that would be really good. Yeah, I agree. Like that's probably what people are gonna use it for. So. Hey man, I just enjoy making stop motions, man. I do spend a lot of time on this, so I'm glad you are appreciating it. Anyway. I wish I could see how many hours I've spent like actually animating. Because it's not like a video game, like you can like see how many hours you've played it, you know. I can't really see how much I've animated. I can see like how many minutes worth of animation I made, but how many hours, it's impossible to know. But I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start tracking the amount of like hours I spend each day, like animating and editing, and then I'm actually gonna get the real numbers. Because people ask me like, oh, how long did it take to make this video? I'm like, oh well, 100 hours, but then maybe it's way more or way less. Hey man, no problem. Gonna end the stream very soon anyway, so all good, man. Hopefully you'll be here for the next stream. I don't know when that's gonna be. After I get my driving license, or maybe in 2 weeks, 1 week maybe. Yeah, I probably would be a bit shocked, very shocked. So because if I can like properly like get like the real numbers for like maybe just this video, like if I can just get the amount of hours I spent just on like half of this video, it can really give me like a better picture of like how much time I've spent in total. Especially with like the Battle of Coruscant video, which I made like the episode 3. It took me like 2 months to animate, which is probably like the fastest I've ever made a stop motion on that scale. The animation took me 2 months. I was animating literally like 6 to 8 hours every single day. Because I just quit my job and I was like, okay, I might as well just lock in, you know. So yeah, I definitely spent a lot of hours. Or I think on average I spent like minimum like 4 hours every single day in October. So if you take four times 31, like that's a lot. Yeah, I mean, there aren't really that many things, but like sometimes maybe like I guess simplify. You can kind of simplify like dialogue scenes. Like every time you make, you know, a character move while they're talking, like every time like in between the times they're moving, then you can just copy a bunch of frames until you feel like it's time to, you know, move the figs again. Raindrops. Let me show you. Just use some spray bottle. Just use. You can use any sort of spray bottle. Like you can find it anywhere. Just spray it on a Lego like that. Very simple. And for like the actual rainfall effect, I just use like production crates, which is like this website I'm subscribed to. It's kind of expensive though. It's like $45 a month, or 49 actually, which is a bit much, but it is what it is. Hello, Kudzo Studio. I have actually never done anything together with someone. It would probably be very interesting though. I have talked to some people on Instagram who messaged me, who asked if I, you know, if I want to join like some random, some like new channel, YouTube channel with like multiple creators or whatever. But I've never made like a actual like stop motion together with someone. Like nobody's ever asked me or anything, so no problem, Mr. Sniper. See, I'm definitely kind of a lone wolf in this with stop motion. Well, I mean, the first step to improve is obviously, you know, your camera. Cameras are very expensive. I mean, you could buy some like used ones, like used Canon camera on eBay or something for like maybe 400, 300. My camera costs like 1,000, but other than that, you know, like the camera's gonna make the quality way better, but like it really comes down to like how much you actually practice. You know, watch tutorials. You know, like if you know, you can watch some like walking cycle tutorials, and you know, try to actually practice it. You know, watch some lighting tutorials, because that would genuinely help you. And then you just gotta, you know, practice and practice and practice. Like I've been doing this for like 7 years now. So or actually 8 years. Man, it's been a long time. No, it's been 9 years. Holy, 9 years. So yeah, just a lot of practicing. You know, and try to analyze other people's stop motion. Watch my videos in like slow motion, and try to see what I do for each frame. You know, that would be my tip. So hopefully that helps. yeah, it's like I don't really know that either. Like, how do you actually split up the work? Like, who will do what? Like, is one gonna make the entire stop motion? If I feel like if like multiple people make the same stop motion, it's gonna look very different, you know, because we all have like different animation styles. So, if you want to collab with someone, like, I guess if you want to do like an anime, you both where you both like make an animation together, it's like you want to make sure you have somewhat of the similar style. But yeah, Connor, I would be down to do some collab. I would definitely be down. So yeah, like I'm definitely not someone who like ask other people like, hey, you want to collab? But you know, I am of course willing to, you know, accept a collab if someone else wants to and they already have a plan, you know. Like I really only care about, you know, the actual like the animation part of it. Right, last frame here before I end it off. How many frames? Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely a lot of inspiration from the Clone Wars, for sure. Probably where I got the most inspiration from. And of course, like other stop motions as well. Hey man, I really appreciate that, Connor. It's nice to hear. Oh, did I move the camera? I'm just, you know, doing my best, having a good time, and I focus on what I'm good at, because like there are some certain aspect of stop motion I'm not really good at. Like I don't really do like a lot of like flying scenes where, you know, you got people like in the air and that stuff, or like certain fighting techniques, like, you know, all of that. But yeah, I'm just doing what I can and improving on it. Oh, I don't. I just use DaVinci Resolve for my lightsaber and blaster effects. I have a tutorial on it actually, on how I did that. It's not too complicated, but it takes a while to animate it for sure. All right, that is my last frame for today. Oh, it was kind of a shaky last frame though, not gonna lie. Yeah, I got like practical light as well, so let me, like these right here, I just have some transparent bricks. You can use anything transparent, but you can just buy some random cheap flashlights from like whatever store you have. So yeah, that's how I do that. Yeah, and you know, I would probably accept your offer, Mr. Serious Joe. So, but it's like, yeah, I live in Norway, you live in Germany. So it would definitely be difficult, you know. I mean, unless we had the same figs, like let's say you also had the exact same Fordo fig. and you had the exact same bricks and the same camera, then it would probably work. But most likely we don't really have the same stuff, you know. So yeah, it would be interesting. Running script is pretty nice, man. There's a lot of Germans. There's a lot of Germans and Americans who watch my videos. I've noticed. So it's like, yeah, it's like Americans, Germans, Poles, and British people, and some Russian people apparently, some Japanese as well. Can I do this last frame here? Like, come on. There we go. Right, that is going to wrap it up for today. I'm just going to copy this one here. There you go. Yeah, Germany is pretty cool. I've been there once. I was in Hamburg, and then I was in Lübeck. I kind of want to go to München. Looks pretty cool. Wait, music stopped. Whatever, I'm done with this scene anyway. Alright, let's go through the scene here. Well, I think it turned out pretty well. Too bit long. Oh yeah, I do have a Discord. It should be in my channel description. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't. It shouldn't be timed out. It should be a valid link. It should work. If not, I'll just refresh it. Or actually, let me just. I can give you it right now. Where is it? Invite to server. Hopefully it will work. Sometimes, for some reason, like the link doesn't always work for people, but yeah, you're welcome. Hello there, Starbucks Prime. You came just in time for me to end the stream, and I just go through the video so far. Oh yeah, you're making your first stop motion. Cool, man.
Hello there, Fordo. How is your invasion going, Captain Arjun? My forces have just captured the last rebel hull.
Like, ain't no way I spent that. I spent almost 3. It's been almost 3 hours.
Imperial control. However, the rebels seem to have 2
Wait, why is it not showing? Oh, it is.
Do you have any information about where they could have
Can this go away?
We were
Yeah,
unable
whatever.
to track them, and there is no point in asking the remaining rebels, because, well, they're dead.
I see.
Yeah, this is kind of a spoiler to you guys.
General Gar's son. He might
Yeah, are
have
there
some
any
information.
specific tutorials you want to see?
Should we contact the
I was thinking about making like a sound effect
Tell
tutorial.
Admiral David about it. He'll take
I
it.
make my own voices, or I hire people. I basically got people in my Discord who do voice acting for free. And you know, for the clone troopers, I do the clone voice. So yeah, I voice act Captain Fordo. So for some reason, I kind of sound like the clones. I don't know why. I just do. According to some people, at least. So, but yeah, I do a lot of voice acting myself. Thanks, bro. Anyway, let's you can go. You can see my other stuff here. What else do I even got here? So yeah, if any of you guys need some clone voice lines, I can do them for you, for free, no problem. I've done a bit of voice acting for other people. Just add me on Discord and should be good. Well, I simply just download them from YouTube. I literally just search them up on YouTube and just download it. I mean, you have to find some like kind of like YouTube MP3 to MP4 to MP3 downloader, whatever, which can be a bit like sketchy. Some of the websites you have to use is kind of weird, but that's what I do. I'm gonna make a tutorial on it so you guys can know. But yeah, I basically just download them from YouTube, like 90% of the effects, and then I get some effects from this website I use called Production Crate. And yeah, that's how I do it. And then of course sometimes I do some like reverbing, or like I speed up certain sound effects in DaVinci Resolve, which I can also show
We need to get out of here now.
in the tutorial.
Push forward.
So yeah, there's definitely a lot of tutorials I can make. Just it takes like it takes like 2 or 3 days for me to make a tutorial, so it's not that big of a deal.
Don't worry, they can't run forever.
Alright, what are you guys thinking? These stop motions. What else? Wait, I think here I have the scene that is connected. Yeah. Okay, so here is also another scene. This is gonna be like the flashback scene, basically, with Fordo and the gang.
Everything is ready, General Skywalker.
Yeah, a lot of things is just trial and error,
All right,
really.
guys,
Like,
you know the plan.
I have not watched a lot of tutorials, really. Like back in the day, I would just animate and just watch other people's videos and I would just try it out, and I would just naturally get better, you know.
Count on us, General.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Let's see. Well, the days I do animate, I usually do it for like 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6 if I have time. Like today, I think I've animated a total of 4.5 hours. I did a little bit of animation before I live streamed, and then I charged my camera, and now I've been animating for like 2.5 hours. So So yeah, but anyway, this stream is is ending now. So hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream. Whether you came a bit late or you've been here the whole time or whatever. Are there any final comments or questions you guys have? Again, you can add me on Discord and I'll answer whatever question you guys have. So, but if not, then yeah, hope you'll have a lovely day. It's been very interesting. Yeah, good thing you enjoyed the stream. It's been very interesting indeed. There's a lot of new people today, which is nice to see. Always love that. So yeah, hope you all have a wonderful day, and yeah, I will see you in the next stream or whatever my next video will be. See ya, guys. See ya. Thanks, man. Alright, bye, guys.